but you brought more
Yeah,
than
this is gonna be nice.
you got very sweet
Men vad problemet i... Hi and welcome to another episode. Today I was thinking that I would show off some vocal processing tips.
I'm caught up down and in between.
We're just gonna jump right into it. I'm working on this Skyo Music remix of... It's a song called Sharpest Edges with Gallant. So the vocal sounds like this dry.
They said a little bit of you was all I needed, but they didn't tell me that one step closer to you is a step closer to my grave.
Harmonies down here, they sound like this.
The berry is sweeter on your darker side, and each time we do it, you're closer to mine.
Sounds dope, but I'm gonna show a few tricks and some vocal processing, like what I want to do with this track. I've already laid out some tunes and chords and bass lines, so it sounds like this in the pre-chorus.
Lipstick of blood on those lips. The berry is sweeter on your darker side, and each time we do it, you're closer to mine. You're broken in places that don't see the light, but that doesn't stop me from spending the night. You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. Every time my hands get careless, you make me bleed. I'm caught up down and in between.
The mix sounds a bit muddy. It's not mixed yet. I haven't really done anything, just sound designed a few sounds. But let's jump into the vocal processing. I've done 2 vocal doubles. I've done 2 vocal effects channels. And I've done 2 vocal Adlibs channels. We can also make a few channels for the vocal harmonies, but let's see how far we get. So the first thing that I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna double this one. Boom. Drop that to vocal doubler. 1 and 2. The first one, vocal double 1, is gonna be octave down. This is a thing that I do just to make the vocals a bit more deep. So we're gonna turn that down 1 octave.
They said a little bit of you was all I needed, but they didn't tell me that one step.
And I'm not gonna have that in the first verse. I'm gonna have it like here when it starts getting wide and stuff.
The berry is sweeter on your darker side.
Yep. Decrease that a bit more.
Berry is sweeter on your darker side, and each time we do it, you're closer to mine.
Okay, like that. And now we could do an octave with the doubles. Is that you can like just put a auto-tune plugin on them and just you can just put it on like 100% effect, because they were somewhere in the back of the mix, so it doesn't matter if they flip notes like very drastic. It doesn't matter that much.
The berry is sweeter on your darker side, and each time we do it, you're closer to mine. You got berry is sweeter on.
Men vad problemet i... Låter ju konstigt. So what I've done is I doubled the vocals. I turned this down 1 octave and turned this one up an octave, and I put like free auto-tune on them to the right scale, 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 the right scale. So without, they sound like this.
The berry is sweeter on your darker side,
And with, they sound like this.
the berry is sweeter on your darker side.
Okay, so that was the pre-chorus. We're gonna come back to that later, but I want to do another thing here in the chorus.
You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen.
Okay, so in the chorus here, I just chopped it up. We're gonna use some vocal effects. So I'm just gonna use the vocal synth. And let's see what we can make here. Gonna turn everything off.
You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. And every time my hands get careless, you make me. You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. Careless, you make me bleed. Down and in between. 'Cause you got the sharpest. I'm caught up, down and in between.
So what I've done here is just doubled the chorus. I just chopped it up, doubled the chorus. I put an effect on the vocals right here. I'm just gonna pan this left and right. So this is the chorus without the effects right now.
You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. And every time my hands get careless, you make me bleed.
So I added this harmonies with vocal synth, so they sound like this.
You got the sharpest edges I've ever seen. And every time my hands get careless, you make me bleed.
I will do a lot of stuff with these in the mixing stage, but this is just some quick ways how to make your vocal sounds just a bit more interesting, in my opinion. Let's make some ad-libs, okay? So in the pre-chorus we have, it sounds like this. So I'm just copying that. I'm gonna make this channel like 100% wet. Let's change that delay to 1/4 instead.
Berry is sweeter on your darker side. And each time we do it, you're closer to mine. You're broken in places that don't see the light.
This gives me a lot of control when I want something to be like really big, or I want some effect. So this gives me a lot of control. I don't have to do any automations on the original track. I can just have this ad-lib track super wet and still have the lyrics pretty dry. Alright, let's listen to the second verse.
Usually, I just isolate myself and try not to think about what I'm missing.
I usually have one reverb ad-lib, and I try to have like one delay ad-lib as well, so we can do like this in the verse, because I want something to happen, something different happening in the second verse. The first verse starts the song, it sounds good, but I want something interesting to happen here. So I'm gonna do this.
Lay myself and try not to think about what I'm missing. They promise you would be pain. But you brought more of it. And now I think I want more of it. Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. All those 10 knives are your fingertips.
I just got an idea when I heard this. Gonna do this with the...
But you brought more of it.
Or maybe not. What? Let's turn these up.
But you brought more of
Yeah,
it.
this is gonna be nice.
More of it. Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. All those 10 knives are your fingertips. Pain. But you brought more of it. And now I think I want more of it. Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. All those 10 knives are your fingertips.
To me.
But you brought more of it. And now I think I want more of it. Oh yeah, I'm sure of it. All those 10 knives are your fingertips. All those 10 knives are your fingertips. All those 10 knives are your fingertips.
Ba-da-bop, 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 ba-da-bop. So I'm gonna make a full reverb effect like that. Yeah, so I made a track, full reverb effect 1, I call it. So I have this big reverb, it's called Eternity. Export this sound. Boom. And then I'm gonna put it in here somewhere. So I'm just gonna reverse that.
Now I'm closer to you, babe. Is that lipstick or blood on those lips? That lipstick or blood on those lips?
Remember that there's no specific rules when you're creating music. Everyone has their tips and things they like to do, but there's never a must to do anything. Just be creative. Thank you for watching. If you want to support me, please press that subscribe button and like this video. See you next time.